at a level. What brings in, some things that bring in money to you cannot still be defined as an asset to you. Why? Because with good, proper knowledge, the capital that is invested into that particular thing can also be invested into something else. And in shorter time, you have higher returns. Okay, think about it. Why do people sell properties? Yeah, if the property is actually, if owning a property is you curing poverty, then why are they selling it? No. You might define owning a property as an asset, right? But to these guys, at this level, they understand that it's a liability. Holding it is a liability. I can do so much more with that same capital in something else, giving me more returns at a shorter period. So understand that, yes, asset is something that brings in money, but at a level, what you define as an asset because of your state of finance has to change, right? So certain things are no longer assets, they become liabilities, even when they bring in money. Right? So there's a difference between wealth preservation and wealth creation. So in the space of wealth creation, you should pursue capital appreciation over ownership. Yeah. So when you are at a stage where you are trying to preserve wealth, you can now go into ownership, which is long term. Over the long term of keeping this property, or keeping these products, or keeping this service, I am saving it, but it is also beating inflation, right? So some of the things you hear as investments, they are not investments, they are just branded loans. And that's a deeper conversation that I wouldn't just want to give on this particular episode. But understand one thing, at a level, what you define as assets is not an asset. Because at that stage, you can also use that same invested capital to put into something with knowledge. So the difference here is, at this level, do you have the knowledge to operate at this level, to not do the regular, but redefine your assets? So, but it still banks on knowledge. That is why the wealthy guys don't stop learning. This is why the rich guys don't stop scouting for professionals to be on their team, on their board, right? Because they understand that the more I have people that know, the more I redefine what asset is to me. I appreciate capital in a shorter time, right? So just do your research, have people with professional knowledge on your team, and keep expanding.